So you're looking for resort style, amenity rich, one of a kind neighborhood here in Boise, Idaho? Well, today this video is perfect for you. I'm out in Kuna. I'm out here in Valor, the newest master plan community that is kind of taking our housing market by storm out here. This is a community that's going to have all of the amenities that you're looking for in a fantastic location and with the builders that are going to allow you to build a very high quality home. I'm Chase Dolan, your Boise realtor, and I am so excited to share this one with you. Valor has been a project that has been in the works for a couple of years now, and we've been kind of anticipating it getting started. And then they really started developing and getting homes on the market last year. Now we're starting to see things pick up. We're starting to see some of their amenities get put in. It's going to be a really special place. A quick thing on the location, we are in Kuna. So you're going to be just about 9 minutes from downtown Kuna itself. Kuna is a great small town located just outside of Boise. From this community, you're going to be about 30 minutes to downtown Boise to give you a little bit of a frame of reference. Kuna is definitely, again, that rural town suburb, so it's not going to have a ton of stuff going on, but it allows you to have that little bit of a quieter place of life. There's a lot of really cool things that people just love out here. Linder Farms is going to be just a couple of blocks away for the harvest festivals. Living in Kuna does offer you a type of life that other places just don't. Like I said, you're going to be about 30 minutes to downtown Boise. There's a couple of ways that you can get there. You can go all the way to the highway. I-84, again, our main highway, is going to be about 15 minutes away. But from Kuna, if you kind of take a look at this map, you're going to see that you can kind of shoot down some of these side roads, Columbia Road, head back behind the airport, and even cut off a few more minutes from that downtown commute. And then if you're looking to get into Meridian, you don't need to go into downtown Boise for everything. You're going to be about 20 minutes from the village, but just about, again, that 15 minutes to the highway where you're going to find the Eagle Road exit, Meridian Road, 10 Mile. Everything that you're really going to need. As I talk about a lot on this channel, South Meridian and Kuna, that's where a lot of our new development is coming. So you're going to start to see that more and more things are going to be popping up out here, which is just going to make life that much easier. Valor as a whole development is going to be split into two parts. The side that I'm on today, this is going to be Readily. This is going to be the all ages portion. You're going to have Reveille, and then eventually you're going to have Medallion and Medallion Green. So there's going to be more phases, but this is where everybody can buy a home. There's no age restriction. Whereas behind me, you can't really see, but I'll show you a little bit of a drone shot. On that side, if you went right around the roundabout instead of heading over left, you're going to be in Trilogy. So this is going to be the 55 and older kind of active retirement community. It's eventually going to be gated. They've got their own set of amenities, the Treasure Valley Social Club. It's a really cool place. If you are looking for that kind of experience, that 55 and older, drop me an email below. I will send you everything about it. But I'm not going to spend too much time here since it is a little bit of a niche project, but that's where that's located. Your one builder over there is going to be Shea Homes. As far as amenities go here in Reveille, in the kind of all ages section, you're going to eventually have Valor Club, which is going to be a private non-equity club that everybody in the community will be a part of when you kind of move in. This is going to give you access to the amenities of that Valor Club, which is going to have a restaurant, bar, they're going to have fire pits, they're going to have pickleball courts, you're going to have indoor golf simulators, you're going to have a fitness center. They're also going to have an actual resort style pool with food and beverage service there so that you can, again, have that country club feel. It's not just that public pool. In that pool, they're also going to have swim team for the kids, so they're going to have a separate competition pool. They're going to have outdoor and indoor pickleball courts, fastest growing sport in America, tennis, bocce ball, you're going to have locker rooms. And then the main thing is that you're going to actually end up having 3 golf courses in this community alone. You can kind of see here behind me, this is your par 3 course that they kind of put through the middle of Reveille. All of Valor was built around Falcon Crest Golf Course, a golf course that's been here for quite some time, one of the favorites of locals out here. They're kind of redoing that and adding on to it. So eventually, as the development gets done, you're going to have Falcon Crest, the 18-hole kind of championship golf course. You're going to have this par 3 course, and then you're going to have a third 9-hole challenge course to do. So again, if you have access to that membership club and you want those golf privileges, you have exclusive access to a ton of golf, and that's just not easy to find here in the Valley. As far as builders go, you're going to be in that semi-custom realm here. So behind me, you can see some of the models, which we'll hop into here in a second. But the 3 builders that you can choose from are going to be Shadow Mountain Homes, Tresidio, and then Berkeley Building Company. All 3 of these have got great reputations around our valley. Tresidio, Berkeley, Shadow Mountain, they build a really high quality home. Again, they're in that semi-custom realm, so there's not going to be fully custom builds out here. But with all of these, you're gonna be able to choose a lot of what you want in your home and really make it fit you and your family perfectly. And all three of them are gonna have a wide array of floor plans, size of homes, things that you can put in them, included features, and pricing is changing on an almost weekly to monthly basis out here as they get further into development. So if you have any questions or you want more information, I know that this can be a lot of stuff to try and wrangle, drop me an email below. I will send you a full list of everything that you need to know so that you can kind of figure out which builder might work best for you. And one final note before we hop into the model homes, in these sorts of semi-custom neighborhoods, but especially here in Valor, you're gonna have your base starting price, that initial price that I can get for you, but you're also then gonna have to pay for a lot because certain lots are gonna have the golf course right behind you. Certain lots aren't. They're gonna be a little bit farther. There's gonna be a premium on some. And then you're also gonna have to add on any sort of design upgrades, any structural changes that you do. There's some things that can get added. Once those three things are put together, you're gonna have your actual final price, and that's what you're gonna end up closing on. But I don't know if you can tell, it is a little bit windy out here. So let's hop inside where it's a little bit more warm, and I wanna show you three of the model homes for these exceptional builders. Let's go. Okay, so up next on our little home tours or showing you the models here in Valor, we're gonna take a look at one of Tresidio's. This is gonna be the Vista. So as you can see behind me, got a big 3-car garage, really cool kind of entry with all of the stonework. They have options for your exteriors to use a little bit more of these modern touches with the wood paneling, kind of whatever you want it to be. Tresidio's very, very good at building the home that actually matches your design style. They definitely do tend to go on to the more modern side, but if you don't want it to be completely modern, it's not an absolutely prerequisite. You have this really large courtyard here. You can enter into almost like an office or a guest suite over here, which I'll show you from the inside. You got really large pillars, you've got the stucco. As we kind of enter in, you're gonna see that you're greeted by a pretty nice little entryway. You've got some room here for an entryway table. You've got the closet off to the side. As we head down this direction, you're gonna see that this is kind of going around that courtyard. So you're gonna have room number 1 here. So again, this is a 4-bed, 3-bath. You're gonna have a fully dedicated closet in the back. So this is a bedroom. They have it set up almost like a little game den, man cave, whatever you wanna call it. They can do things like this where they actually put like a little bit of a beverage fridge with some shelving if you don't want to use it as an actual bedroom. You're going to have your first guest bath right here off to the side. And then that's your self-locking door. So you actually have like an electronic lock on it. So then this is actually going to be the one that you can head back out into your courtyard from. So this office up front is going to be kind of your 4th bedroom. You do have your actual dedicated closet here if you wanted this to be a bedroom. Obviously, if it was a bedroom, probably wouldn't do the same wainscoting all the way around. They ran hardwood throughout the majority of this house. Sometimes that's because it's a model. It's going to be a little bit more high traffic. You want to make sure that it's actually going to last. But again, it shows the option that you have as the person who would actually be building the home. So as we kind of come in through here, you're gonna see your main area. So you're gonna have really large fireplace behind me, has a really nice modern kind of more cement looking mantle. You're gonna have the actual stone going all the way up top, built-ins on both sides. You're gonna have coffered ceiling up top with a little bit of that tray with the faux beams. Fan, of course. This one does have a stereo system running in. All of the ceilings in this model are going to be at least 10 foot, but here in the main area, you're going to see that they're closer to about 11 feet. This is going to be your everyday entry. So you're going to have an actual mud bench back here, similar to what we see with other builders. And then you're going to have your actual laundry room here with tile. You're going to have your quartz countertop, custom cabinetry, rod shelf, however you want to lay it out. Okay, and as we're heading into your kitchen, you're gonna see here, they have some really good design features that they just specialize in, especially in your kitchen. They kind of make it pop the best way they can. Big island here. You're gonna have kind of a secondary counter space over here with an actual different color countertop than the island. Backsplash going up, all the way height ceilings on your, not ceilings, cabinets going all the way up to your ceiling. That makes more sense. As we come back, you're gonna see that you have the actual double oven here. You have a 5-burner gas cooktop, custom hood running all the way up, big pantry behind me. And then from the kitchen, you can kind of see you have your big dining room here. This table is absolutely massive and it fits perfectly. Nothing feels too snug. Again, you have a really picturesque kind of main area over there. You do have a little bit of kind of a cubby back here to build some shelves, build some built-ins, or use whatever piece of furniture you have. And then this is gonna be, so part of those 4 bedrooms is you actually have a second ensuite here. So for anybody that has a mother-in-law, you just need that kind of guest bedroom for somebody that's gonna be living with you full time and you want them to have their own bathroom. This is a floor plan that can accomplish that. So again, you're gonna have a big bedroom here, and then you're gonna have closet and dedicated bathroom back here. So with one vanity, you're gonna have the actual tile wrap shower. It just gives you some flexibility, because for anybody that's been out there looking for multiple en-suites, especially on a single level, it can always be a little bit difficult because it's just not a floor plan that everybody's looking for. So builders, it's kind of a niche product. You have a really nice Wester kind of dual sliding door. So as you pop it open, oh, it's already unlocked. You're gonna see that you can just continue to slide it. Obviously it's the middle of winter here, so we won't do that. But it's a really nice upgraded door that allows you to have the true indoor-outdoor living while also acknowledging, again, what I said previously, a big portion of Valor is the amenities and the golf course and everything that this neighborhood has to offer. So being able to be right off of one of the par 3 holes, you can have that actual indoor-outdoor living. You got a big sitting area here. It's just kind of offering you that lifestyle that, frankly, if you're looking in Valor, you're probably looking for. There we go. All right, let's head over to your primary suite. So, and again, one thing that I forgot to mention, they did put the actual microwave just down here, so it's the actual drawer style. So when we're walking back into your primary, it's completely secluded from the rest of your house. So you're gonna be tucked all the way back here in the corner with your own kind of entry. And then you have a really large primary bedroom, tray ceiling up top. They did a little bit of like a wallpaper accent wall back there. You're gonna see all the space that you have for any furniture, any benches, any chairs, whatever you want. As we come into your actual master bathroom, I don't know why I'm missing the words that are super obvious. Again, quartz countertops here, penny tile around, big mirror, designer light fixtures. You're gonna have an actual separate sitting kind of soaker tub, and then your walk-in shower is gonna be back here. And then you're gonna have your walk-in closet tucked here in the back. So they can kind of organize this however you want it to be. This thing is open just so that they show. We're on a lot of crawl spaces here, which is basically a 2 to 3 foot high thing that your house sits on. So we don't have a lot of slab homes, anything along those lines. That's where you actually have some of your piping run. That's where you have some of your HVAC, whatever construction stuff that needs to be under there. A lot of the builders in this price range, you'll be looking for things that are like sealed or conditioned crawl spaces. There's various things, but in the construction kind of quality of this range, there's no worries about your pipes freezing because they're under your crawl space, anything along those lines. All right, and then a quick look into your garage. So this is gonna be a 3-car plus. So it's basically gonna be a full 4-car garage, how far back it goes. The Vista, this floor plan, is also available in a Vista RV. So you could shift that actual 4th kind of bay, that 3rd bay, sorry, the 3rd and 4th, put the higher door on it and actually end up with an RV garage. If that's something that suits you, of course, the price goes up a little bit. It's a big upgrade. Okay, and this model tour that we're gonna go through is gonna be one more by Tresidio. So this is gonna be their Tamarack model here behind me. You can see, comparing the last one that we just walked through, the Vista, with the Tamarack, what I was saying about the exterior. So that one's much more modern focused. They did some of those wood elements, kind of made it, again, that more modern design that some people really like. The Tamarack, they did a little bit more traditional with more of the stone, classic peaks, not the prairie elevation. again, it's all about those options, and we want you, if you're gonna be in this semi-custom price range, make the home that you want. I don't want you to feel like you're settling. So 3-car garage here. The Tamarack's gonna be a 4-bed, 3-bath. It is also, just like the Vista next door, gonna have a second guest suite in the back. So an actual ensuite. You can hear the kind of security system that they put in their homes. As you enter, you're greeted by this really large entryway. Again, most of Tresidio's homes are gonna have the 10-foot high ceilings throughout the majority of the house. And then in the main areas, they go up to 11 feet. This one has a really cool vault, so it's gonna be even higher than that. Room here for a bench. Off to the side, it's gonna be set up kind of like a split floor plan, but the second ensuite is over by the primary. You're gonna have bedroom 1, bathroom, and then your bedroom number 2. Up here, they have it set up as obviously their model room, but their office. This is a really good sized guest bedroom though. You're gonna have a big closet here. As we come in, you're gonna see that again, you get the big tile shower all the way up to the ceiling height. You're gonna have quartz countertops, backsplash, wood wrapped mirrors. And then you're gonna have bedroom 2. So again, guest bedroom wise, you can see that they fit the 2 twin beds in here. This room is large. You would not feel tight in this at all. We do have engineered hardwood running throughout the majority of the place, if I can dodge the walls here. As you kind of enter into the main area, you're gonna be greeted by a really large kitchen, and then some awesome vaulted ceilings with some great beams that they're really trying to capture some of that. It almost reminds me of that kind of like mountain, I think it's called modern chalet is the design term, but it's kind of that mountain, rugged, a little bit more traditional, but still really, really well done to where it feels clean and it feels luxury. Big, big stone fireplace. You're gonna have your mantle, built-ins on both sides. And then like the last one, you're also gonna have a really large dining space here. Tresidio is a builder that if you're into entertaining, you like to have your family over, friends, you like to kind of, again, have people over to entertain, their floor plans typically are great fits for that because they don't skimp on the size in this main area. A lot of times nowadays, especially as we've gotten away from, formal dining rooms, these kinds of dining spaces have kind of just been an afterthought of, oh yeah, let's throw a table over there. But if you want more than 4 or 6 people, you're gonna start to feel a little snug. If I can get myself out of this door. There you go. Now you know that it's actually live and that's what the experience is like. So again, you're gonna have a really large covered patio here. They put some nice tongue and groove kind of shiplap siding up top to give it a different kind of elevated feel, not just drywall. And then back here, it's a little windy. So you're gonna still have that par 3 course. All of these are lined up together, but if you kind of zoom forward to this one, you're also gonna see in the distance that you have that kind of mountain view. That's gonna be Bogus Basin and stuff there. Off to this way, kind of on the other side of this hill, but if you take the view that way, that's gonna be your Owaihes. So you're gonna have a lot of cool outdoor kind of views available to you. As we come in, this room is absolutely my favorite, so soak that in a little bit. Here in the kitchen though, we're gonna have again a really large island. Their island is a really good height. You're gonna have a nice quartz going around. Quartz, you're gonna have the backsplash going. Again, cabinets going all the way to the ceiling. It's a small thing, but it really feels a lot better, especially once you get into this price point. If you start to have kind of that little 6 inches a foot at the top, it just looks like you tried to skimp out a little bit. You wanna have that to the ceiling height if you can swing it. This one has a single oven with the microwave up here. You're gonna have another 5-burner gas cooktop here with the actual custom hood to match your cabinets. Big single basin sink. In here, you're gonna have your pantry. So well organized. You're gonna have a small appliance shelf in the back. You're gonna have your laundry room here. So pretty standard for this level of builder. This is another one of those mud benches that you can get put in. This one obviously is stained a lot darker than the others. And then it's a little dark, but here you can see the 3-car garage that's available. You're gonna have your man door out to the back. If you like this floor plan, but you really need that RV garage and you're willing to go up in budget just a little bit, Tresidio also offers a Tamarack RV plan where it's very, very similar, but you're gonna have that RV garage instead of that classic 3rd bay. So just keep that in mind when you're kind of looking at them. This is gonna be your ensuite. So you're gonna have nice big bedroom here with an actual dedicated closet and bathroom tucked back. This is something that, again, Tresidio is one of those that if they have the actual ability to, if you need that second ensuite, they're a really good builder to look at because they put it in a lot of their floor plans and a lot of builders just don't. This is your primary bedroom. You're gonna have the really high ceilings yet again. As you come into your bathroom, you are gonna have basically this big kind of basin setup where your tub is actually inside. You're gonna have the rain head kind of in the back. You're gonna have the bench, 3 different types of tile. This is a pretty killer shower. This is something that people are absolutely gonna love. Double vanity here, ton of cabinet space, wood wrapped. You're gonna have your quartz countertop. And then you have your big walk-in closet. But let's just appreciate as we're walking out this. That is absolutely stunning. This one's gonna be built by Berkeley Building Co. This is actually their Hayward model. So it's a 3-bed, 2-bath, just over 1,800 square feet. This one just has the 2-car garage, but it's kind of a 2+, so it has the tandem in the back. So let's go ahead and take a look. So obviously on the outside, you can see they got some really good kind of stucco exterior going. They did a big, big thing of stone as you're entering. Everything with these builders when you're at this semi-custom level should be a little bit more elevated than some other ones. So whenever you're looking at small touches like that, that's really what you're looking for. So as we come in, you're gonna be greeted by this really long entryway. Off to the side, you've got a big mud bench sitting here. They did the actual trim work, so it's really well done with the custom millwork. Cubbies top and bottom. Laundry room right off. Got your sink and everything. Let's hop into the garage real quick while we're over here. And so you're gonna see, this is just a 2-car, but they do the 2+ because it kind of extends back a little bit. So you have some extra storage back here. You're gonna have your tankless water heater. It is gonna be plumbed for central vac right here. So you'll just have to order the actual unit and get everything installed, but it's already plumbed for it. Man door to the outside. And then so now that we're back into the center, if you go the other direction, this is where it's gonna be a pretty classic split bedroom floor plan. So you're gonna have the bathroom behind me, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, so your 2 guest bedrooms up here. The one up at the front of the house, it's a really good size. You're gonna see that it has a ton of the natural light from the windows behind me. You're gonna have your actual dedicated closet. Bathroom. Going to have a big quartz countertop. You're gonna have the wood wrapped mirrors in all of their homes. You're gonna have obviously your toilet. Tile wrap shower. So you're not gonna have anything other than the bottom being the actual ceramic or the insert. They're gonna do the tile showers for you. Something that Berkeley does that I just like them as a builder is they have a really high level of kind of standard included features. So they're not a builder where, hey, everything, we could do a tile shower, but that's gonna cost you an extra $8,000 or whatever. Of course, if you wanna upgrade more, there's cost with it, but their level of features that are included are pretty good. So bedroom number 2. As we're going through, you're gonna see that you have this engineered hardwood running all the way throughout, coat closet there. You can get into your master bedroom from here, or there's another entrance that we'll go through on the side. In here, you're gonna have your actual powder bath. When I say powder bath, this is probably one of the better looking powder bathrooms I've really ever seen. So you're gonna have this really large, high penny tile backsplash, big quartz countertop, nice little wood shelf, little touches. Plenty of space for everything that you need. Again, a powder bath is typically a closet with a bathroom basically, so that is a big win. As you kind of enter into your main area, you're gonna see behind me, big kitchen. You have a really large island. You got nice custom cabinetry everywhere, backsplash going all the way to the top, quartz countertops. The island is wood wrapped. You're gonna have a nice little area over here to kind of do your glassware. They can do a lot with your cabinetry to kind of make it work for you and your kind of what you're actually needing. Big pantry here with your appliance shelf and a few outlets. Berkeley does Bosch appliances, so you're gonna have the Bosch 5-burner cooktop right here. Over here, you have your single oven with a microwave kind of convection oven. Something to note about Berkeley is they do build these kind of like spec homes. This is of course their model, but they also do full build jobs. So their build time frame, probably gonna be looking at around 9 to 10 months, depending on how long it takes to choose your lot, get your designs picked out, everything along those lines. But if you build it out that way, you have a selection of choosing a lot of things. Berkeley does have an in-house design team to where they kind of get these little curated packages that they already know these work really well, they're designer appointed, and then you get to kind of choose around with them. If for some reason you look at all the packages and you're like, I absolutely hate these, they're really good with their customer service about like, okay, let's figure out what it could be for you, but they have that expertise so you're not just floundering, having to pick everything yourself. Big open area here. Gonna have your actual fireplace, mantle, stone, ton of big windows. First exit to the the patio, the outdoors. You're gonna have your patio here. This is gonna be door number 1, but right here in your dining room, you're actually gonna have door number 2. It's a little windy out here, but you're gonna see that you have a really large covered patio. They did an outdoor fireplace, so this one's actually gonna be wood burning. And then being in Valor, a big thing that's kind of drawing people to this neighborhood is the fact that you are on the golf course. So right outside, you're gonna see that this par 3 kind of hole is right here in your backyard. So it's just that close proximity. Again, being in Valor is trying to be a part of that resort style, amenity rich community. So it's nice to see that it will literally be right outside your back door. As we come in, you got a nice big archway. This is gonna be kind of your dedicated office space. So plenty of room here. Of course, they will get this all taken down if you decide to buy the model down the road, but of course your house would not have the great Berkeley mural. So this is gonna be one of the entrances into your primary bedroom. So we come from your office directly in through some double doors into your primary bedroom. Really large room. So there's a lot of space in here for whatever you need. You're gonna have a couple of windows, big side tables fit in here. You're gonna have walk-in closet right here. Nice crown molding touches, little things that they try to do to kind of separate their homes from the other builders here. As we come into your master bathroom. So you're gonna have double vanity here with a big quartz countertop in the center. Again, custom cabinetry. They did kind of like a tile work around all of their mirrors and such. This is very well done. I've never seen somebody actually kind of wrap it around 3 mirrors like that. So again, little details. If you want that kind of elevated home, this could be a good fit for you. And then of course, we've got your really large shower. So you're gonna have 2 different types of tile. They're gonna do some cool stuff on the ground. Overall, just, you can make this home your own. And then, as we kind of come out, I'm gonna end up back in your entryway. So you kind of have those 2 things. Again, this one is the Hayward model by Berkeley Homes, 3-bed, 2-bath, just around 1900 square feet. And there you have it. That's gonna be our full community tour for Valor out here in Kuna. This community, again, the main draw here is you're gonna get some really exceptional builders all in that semi-custom realm. And then you have that amenity-rich kind of resort-style neighborhood that we just don't see very often. We are still early in development here, and it is gonna be a really large, big project master plan community. But I will say that lots are already going extremely fast. This is something that I've said it before, and I know that I might be repeating myself, We just don't see this in our valley that often quite yet. So it's something that if you like this kind of setup, you like these builders, you think that this could be for you, drop me an email below. I'll send you a list of kind of where everything stands right now, roughly what we're looking at for starting prices, that sort of stuff, just so that you can at least know, is this a possibility for us or is this something we want to explore more? And like always, if you have any questions about Valor, any of these builders, or just relocating to Boise in general, drop me a question. I would love to find a way that I can help answer just at least one more to push your journey along just a little bit more. All of that information is down below, so don't be shy, bother me. I would absolutely love to help. But until then, I'll see you all on the next one.